Hello and welcome to another episode of Stock Shots. Please remember, I am not a financial advisor. I'm just giving my opinion based on some things I see, like support and resistance, supply and demand, and of course, some indicators that may be on the screen. So always do your own due diligence. Make sure you educate yourself and always look to the left because we're looking at things that have already happened. Think about what things may do in the future. So this is another episode of Stock Shots. Welcome.
All right, here we go with the C fund. So for this one, guess what? We're still doing the same thing. We're chopping around. And we're chopping around the same area, but we have a lot of rejection from the 6100. That area right there is giving us a lot of issues going forward. And now I'm looking at this as a place we might see some big rejection. And I'm only saying that because now this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can call this 6. This is the 6th week at this point. We've been bumping up here to this area and been rejected. Now, look down. Here at the volume area, our green volume, our buying power, it's almost the same as this selling pressure we had or selling power we had back here in December. And we're still not able to push through this area. And now our buying power is decreasing. All right. Now look right here. In the daily time frame, we have a gap down here about a 5,900 area. In all actuality, if that gap gets broken, I would look for it to bounce off of this trend line down here. That would probably put us in the price range of 57 or 50, no, 5770 area. But after that, 5,700 would be it. That would be our next support because we're going to probably break through this support area here of 58. So I'm looking for it to keep chopping around, but it's not looking like it's got enough push to go through this current area. Um, I don't know. Let's see. Let's turn on the algo. See what we got here. Yeah. It looks like I'm about to get across right here to the downside for my 914 moving average. So it's not looking super good. This buy signal here, sell signal here, anytime I get one that's like almost 1 to 2 candles off or a back to back, I really don't pay any attention because that just signifies we have chop going around, meaning back and forth price action. At this point for the C fund, guess what? I'm not doing it. I'm staying in the G fund right now. So let's go over to the S fund. S fund is kind of having the same issue. Now, as you can see, it already had a noticeably higher high up here around the 2471 area. Okay, that's our biggest resistance. Currently, this area is now resistance at the 2389. And this is our 1, 2, 3 third week at this area. Now we've had some daily, here we go. You can see that a little better. We've had some daily gaps over here, and this area here where price currently is around here, around the 2364, and we had a gap down here this week at the 2345. These are both filled, but we also have 2 gaps below in the daily time frame that have not been filled, and that's going to be around the 2300 area going down to the 2288. Then we have another small gap down here at 2261, down here at 2257. So it's not saying that these gaps are going to get filled today. It's not saying they're going to get filled next week. But you got to be, I don't know, you just got to be aware. It's not looking like super bullish at this time. Now, we do have, and this is one thing I will say, technically, if we're looking at current price action, I would be bullish. And here's the reason why. I got a bull flag. Here's my pole. Here's my flag. Here's my breakout. But it seems like I'm having a lot of issues pushing past the current resistance. 3 weeks in a row now, I'm not able to push through this resistance. So let's see what this algo is going to say. It's already given me a cross. All right. So I'm getting a moving average cross here, right here in this area. So you might not be able to see it, but it's right there. Generally, I look for price action to break down only because the smaller moving average of 9 is going below the 14. Now, just based off of this whole area up here where we're being rejected from. This could be a fake out, meaning we had this huge candle trapped a lot of people up here, and now everybody who's trapped up here may be holding a bag, but a lot of people have started selling off. Now, here's a trick. If you haven't done this before, say you're like, I don't have my moving averages, I don't use that. Okay, well, you can always use your Hekinashi candles. Now, I keep mine's hollow because I just don't like seeing a lot of color. But one of the things you'll notice is right here, this candle, that just turned red and it's a spinning top. This could be signifying a slight pullback to a push to the upside. Okay. It can also signify the beginning of a downtrend. So this week we have to see what's going to happen with the S fund. And here's the thing about it: we don't know what's going to happen because literally somebody could tweet and then we have an issue that we didn't have before. So you got to stay on your toes. When the market starts trending, though, that's the thing. Just get on the right side of it. So let's go to the international fund. So here in the international fund, you notice it's kind of looking like the C fund, right? We have the same thing. We are still trying to break out of the $79 area. We still have our gaps in the weekly time frame here. And then here at this lower one at 75 to 75.33, I'm sorry, 75.80 to 75.33, we have a daily gap. Um, Based on, I don't know, guys. I mean, it looks like it wants to go higher, but until you get confirmation above that 79.86 area, it's kind of hard to jump in and be like, yeah, I'm going into the international fund. No, not yet. Not yet. So the reason I'm saying that is because there's no break above this current resistance here. If we get a break above it, candle closes, it's green. Okay, all boats in the water are going to be lifted as long as the tide's going the same way. What that means is, as long as the momentum's there, I'm in for the ride. So let's see what's going on here. Here, I feel like we have a better chance of going up, getting green than somewhere else. Oh, never mind. So currently, we're bouncing off of the 48-day moving average in conjunction with this level. There's the moving average. There's this level. So mine turns green when price action closes above it, red when it closes below it. I'm looking for the price action to close above this actual price before I get in. So 79.86, I get it close above there on a weekly. I'm in. It's good. Currently, this is looking like it's indecisive at this point. It needs to make a strong decision. And the reason I say that is the price action looks great, but look at the volume. The volume is starting to decrease. So you have a strong movement on a smaller volume. Doesn't give me a lot of confidence. This one is a lot more volume, but smaller candle. This one's about the same volume right here, and you have this huge candle. So this candle versus this candle, and it's about the same volume. It's not implying confidence in my eyes. So let's go to our last one, and that's going to be the bond fund. Here we go. So if you're looking to learn about this stuff and you're like, I don't have the time, well, there's an ebook available. It's on the website. All you gotta do is take a minute, look over there. You can read it during your lunchtime. All right. It'll give you a good idea of how to either read charts or how to start investing. And if you're like, I don't even know about that, I didn't know about TSP. Well, I got something for your TSP too. It's an ebook on the website. It's about your TSP. Go check it out. The link will be in the description below. And currently, we got daily gaps in the bond fund down here at 96.54, going down to 96, oh, sorry, 95, 97. This was not looking, nothing's looking great. All right, nothing's looking great. So currently, I'm cool staying out the market for my TSP. It's just not happening. It's not giving what I want. I got a big green volume bar here, tiny little candle. Now, if I match this green volume bar here, that pretty much matches the same buying power. I got a huge green candle. Not inspiring me to get into the market. I'm below my 48. I'm right below the 14. It looks like the price just wants to come down. So I'm going to let it do what it do, and I'm going to chill and wait. Once again, if I don't get confirmation above certain areas, like right now, that 97.54, that needs to be broken. And more so than that, right above here, that $98 range, that needs to be broken because that'll push me above that moving average, gives me somewhere to bounce off of. That's what we got this week on Stock Shot. So hopefully I'll see you next week for another one. And check out the website. You'll get some information to help you out with your investing journeys. See you next week.